to Laker basketball. Again, we're in Los Angeles, the NBA. Lineups, first of all, for the Lakers, they run out the same five. No Avery Bradley, no AD for most of the game. For the Jazz, the Iron Man, Joe Ingles.
Those things can be related, but that's something he thought could get a little bit more crisp as they get going here against Utah.
A high percentage of your attempts.
Drive, kick, Mitchell on its way. You know, when they made that deal and they got rid of Paul George, you figured they weren't going to do anything, but they're playing good. The Jazz currently tied for fourth in the West. Now, what a scramble it is in the middle of...
So on everything. So they should keep them on contested shots and uncontested. They've been uncontested and haven't dropped yet.
7-0 out of the gate. AD all night long, and they never led. And the Thunder beat them. They've been playing 500 basketball even before the spin. Mitchell spun right into the defense of Danny Green. Conley's going to attack. Here he goes. Lob to go.
The Jazz, boy, I tell you, Conley just made it all happen.
Well, that's a good spin by AD. Jam in the West. 2.5 games separates the 3 through 6 seeds. No look or look away. Now LeBron. LeBron to the dribble. Just trying to bull his way in, and he does. 6'4", 222, no match. Good play by AD. Defense to the offensive.
Nice anticipation by Anthony Davis. Easy deuce for the
3-point game. Again, a much slower pace enjoyed by Utah. 8 in three-point percentage shooting. Behind the back, LBJ.
LeBron got to lay up his own previous trip down as he attacked.
That one rolled around and spilled out.
Again, another semi-open look.
Long lead for Nia.
Free somewhat, but they helped and recovered. Once he gave it up, they were right back to matching up.
KCP goes.
That's a good job of curling. And also a better job of taking it to the...
Going to be short. Missed time by Gobert, so the Lakers have numbers going the other way. Lob under to AD. Right. And again, a solid 16 each in the game. Same thing.
Good look at AD. Knows that he's got a path. Boy, did he take that. Look at that. Just finished.
Laker lead is 6. They've won both games against the Jazz this year. AD taken by Kyle Kuzma.
Clarkson has had a few open looks.
Look at this move by Dion all the way to
path to the rim.
Well, he's been very aggressive. Good move by Clarkson, who then bodies up on Kuzma. Offensive tap rebounds. Attacking the basket, hanging and scoring. Game, as opposed to what we've seen. Conley. Boy, that settles it. Lakers have LeBron on the floor. Dwight is also in the game. Conley for 3 is in.
LeBron really has to be more of a scorer himself.
Oh, good cut by Kuzma.
Easy deuce. Then the next trip down, LeBron go too strong.
Brought up by the southpaw Conley. Drive, kick, Ingles, corner, in there. LeBron will kick it out for Kuzma. Not shy about it. He knocks it. There's the spin by George Niang. 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. Lob to Dwight Howard right there. Still number 1 in the NBA for the season. Field goal percentage, and that. Donovan Mitchell front court. Pull-up jump shot. Mid-range is good. Davis had 26 points in the last game between these two. A blowout Lake Miami Heat, in case you're curious. Here's LeBron, little stutter step. Attacks Niang. Nothing you can... By Howard momentarily. Donovan Mitchell, where's that 45? That's the number that ends.
Defensively, and gives up the open look for the triple.
Lob underneath. That's a good one.
Last play where
Lakers foul number 23, LeBron
see Anthony Davis up to the top, and that brings Gobert up and leaves.
Digit game in the last 10 the other night, and he's there again. Oh, what a good feed to Green. Caruso into the game. Conley passes it up, gives it up into the corner. Conley splits the defense, and the
finally getting in. He's the left-hander, but in the paint, he uses both hands. He likes to use that right offhand in the paint.
Quickly, Lakers, other end of the floor, AD. And again, challenging Rudy Gobert. Davis, best free throw shooter.
But the Lakers just haven't been knocking down.
There's your three-point stats, and they do not guard.
Always have to stay ready. You never know when the coach is going to dial up your number.
of this second quarter. Three-point game underneath KCP. Got it in Detroit. And of course, a lot of those points get gobbled up by AD and LeBron. And hanging in quickly. Ingles off target. LeBron, look at this pass to Anthony Davis. So short. Here's AD going to the dribble again. Down went Conley.
Feeling a little bit better about yourself defensively.
Coming up at halftime.
To make sure they're all on the same page.
Again, they're in Orlando, Lake Buena Vista. We are in Los Angeles. And here we are, the final meeting of the year. Lakers have already clinched the season series for the first time in many years. Ingles, little pump fake. Corner.
Look at all these open looks.
Open, wide.
They move the ball around, end up with Donovan Mitchell, their hot hand, for the triple. Your overall team defense, that's where they drive. They get open, driving kicks and open looks.
LeBron
protect the ball, and you're not as effective most of the time.
And when healthy this year, we saw Avery do that to perfect for their 51st win of the year. And to clinch the conference. KCP, who stretch at one point early on. Did Utah, everything was going right. Lead. Inbound. Oh, Danny Green was right there.
Good thing he got a hand on it.
Oh, and the bounce to Case. Basketball Gobert. Royce. O'Neal, the shovel pass. Now Conley.
With that extra guard either coming in off the bench or as a starter.
Lob underneath. Alex confronts Gobert. Now AD with 10 to shoot. Goes into the lane, left hand. Oh! NBA player on the coaching staff. Doesn't mean it's better or worse. It's just normally you have at least a player or two. It's just staying with it and picking the pocket. Waiters, lob, Caruso can't score. Tipped up in it. Overall, he's 1 for 10. Davis, yeah.
Put shot blocker out where the air is thin. Rudy doesn't want to play defense out there. He says
Clippers a couple of games ago, his season high 50 against Minnesota. Leaning in.
When he came into the league as a rookie, you almost wanted him shooting the ball.
There's one thing Utah does. They don't turn over the opposition very often. Lakers certainly do. And
way too
feeling it. Yeah, he had time. With one. That'll count if it goes, and that's small compared to the big goal that they want at the end of the playoffs. But here comes JR looking for his first field goal.
Shot from the corner, Kuz gave it up, and ended up with a nice play on for J.R. Smith.
Drive kick team during international play. Waiters stops on a dime. Now a long three by LeBron. Hit him on December the 4th.
Look at how deep that three from LeBron is. 5 feet from behind.
Medal winning triple jumper. The Olympics 1992. Look at the move by LeBron. We're there in the bubble. Other NBA players are allowed to go to some of the games. Lob under to Dwight.
So Neal on LeBron, that frees up Dwight.
Conley, late whistle.
Say that again, Billy?
Do you remember the circumstances of Conley coming over to you?
What Utah had in terms of playing time as well. Billy, I was also going to touch on is LeBron's going to drive baseline here.
LeBron going right around Royce O'Neal again and gets an easy deuce, running his point total.
Finds a little bit of daylight with that left hand, try to scoop it up and in. Mitchell's going to have to go crazy here. Caruso organizing things. Leans in. Caruso, little change of pace. Probe it. Oh, look at this pass to Dwight. That's good vision. And tonight, shooting threes, 30%. And Gobert down the, that is more like it for the #1 field goal percentage team in the entire league. LeBron's going to catch when the game was closer, closing him out here in the second half. This one not done quite yet. AD!
Jazz players that could have stepped in and made Anthony change direction a little bit.
Play-in winner, which will be done over the weekend. In fact, the Lakers just minutes away from clinching.
Oh, plays though. They really do take their time offensively. They're not a fast-tempo offensive team.
Free throws. And that is KCP without the headband. Kuzma, Western Conference champions. Spin. Mitchell. Pass out to Conley for three. Italy seal it.
Yeah, one more should take care of it. If you don't get the basket, then you're going to need a stop.
AD.
On the perimeter. The air's too thin for them to breathe out there, boy. They say, come into my office.
Wide World of Sports Complex. Lakers will react to being now the lock for... And the Lakers don't hang banners for the #1 seed. They don't hang banners for titles.
36 seconds left to play.
Yeah, how about that? You answer right back with a 4-point play of your own. The tap. The rebound, the foul.
Pull you to that bigger goal.
For Utah, this is just what they do with Dudley bringing into Kuzma. And the Lakers are officially, they are 51-15. The Jazz